This skyline is a physical manifestation of modern wealth. The global shipping networks and instant logistics required to maintain it demand an extraordinary volume of work. How are we actually powering this reality? Standard economic theory teaches a simple formula. Wealth and productivity are products of capital, labor, and human ingenuity. But the math fails in the physical world. 5 billion humans cannot physically generate the mechanical force required to move the modern world. This gap exists because of energy blindness. We treat power as an invisible, infinite background condition, like air or gravity, rather than the engine driving the economy. We often confuse the dollar price of energy with its actual work capacity. We swipe a card at the pump and assume the transaction reflects the true biophysical value of the energy we just bought. Understanding the modern world requires looking past financial ledgers and auditing the global economy using the laws of physics. Energy is the currency of life. Every dollar of GDP represents a physical transformation of matter powered by energy somewhere on the planet. Human biology has a firm limit. A healthy person generates roughly 0.6 kilowatt-hours of physical work in a day. This comparison shows the density of fossil fuels. While a human provides 0.6 kilowatt-hours, a single barrel of oil contains 1,700. When combined with a machine, the energy in that one barrel replaces 5 years of human physical labor. Humanity currently burns through roughly 100 billion barrel equivalents of coal, oil, and gas every year. The global economy is subsidized by an invisible fossil army of 500 billion human worker equivalents. These ghost workers outnumber living humans 100 to 1. They are the unacknowledged architects of our wages, profits, and explosive population growth. This influx of power comes from millions of years of ancient sunlight, captured by plants and algae, and stored in the Earth's crust. For nearly 300,000 years, human energy use was restricted to our own muscles and surface-level sunlight. On a deep time scale, the consumption line is flat. 2 centuries ago, we tapped into geological reserves, triggering a vertical spike in human capability. This is the carbon pulse. We are living at the very apex of this spike. The explosive economic progress of the last 2 centuries is a temporary, one-time geologic fireworks display. The modern global economy is a fragile system entirely dependent on the continuous extraction of fossil fuels. Global finance is built on monetary and credit systems that mandate infinite growth, ignoring the biophysical limits of the planet. Civilization rests on a profound accounting error. We treat a finite geologic principle, stored ancient carbon, as if it were continuously generating interest. On the downslope of the carbon pulse, that invisible workforce of 500 billion will retire. The substrate supporting global debt and GDP will shrink. Navigating the future requires valuing our world for its physical reality, looking past the financial illusions of. We have built our world on a high-stakes assumption that our industrial momentum is as unsinkable as the steel hulls we once set into the Atlantic. But the elephant in the room has grown too large to ignore, moving out of our private shadows and into the center of our lives. This is the meta-crisis, the tipping point where the stories of endless growth collide with the physical limits of our planet. The Lifeboat mini-course is your immediate, structured transition, a free 5-day journey delivered to your inbox to transform global anxiety into local resilience. Day 1 begins with an audit of the invisible, the energy and water systems you rely on every hour, yet rarely ever see. Day 2 forces a change in your geographical lens, challenging you to locate your true home within your watershed and local bioregion. You won't navigate this terrain alone. You will receive daily study guides and synthesized patterns designed to cut through the noise and reveal the architecture of change. Day 3 asks you to practice active hope in a world facing ecological overshoot. Day 4 introduces the demanding standard of revolutionary love. By tracing the water back to your neighbor's tap, you move beyond the narrow walls of self-help and into the expansive, interconnected practice of systems health. The climax arrives on Day 5 with the introduction of a specific framework for your future, the 9x21 harvest. Who is your mutual guiding spirit in this transition? And which 9 things will you choose to do? Stop waiting for the headlines to crush you. Sign up for the Lifeboat mini course now. Access your day 1 materials immediately and join the community hub where the next story of our world is already being written.
You can remain tied to the illusion of a collapsing global credit card, or take this course to begin building real systems health today. The Earth is tired of the lie. It is time to dance with the truth.